Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome back to a brand new video going over Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. In today's video, we're going to be going over the idea that Pokemon Home will be getting an announcement very soon, thanks to a tweet by Nintendo of Europe yesterday. If you don't know what Pokemon Home is, it's basically the new Pokemon bank, where you can just send in all your Pokemon to and from, and it's just going to be really helpful with Sword and Shield. So if you're excited for today's video, please do consider hitting that like button down below. Drop a comment as well, are you excited for Pokemon Home? And subscribe as well if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this here channel. With all of that out of the way though, guys, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. Before we begin, I'll link everything in the description down below so you can take a read at it. I got a few articles to go over today. Mind the awful Christmas decorations. It took me about 10 minutes before you say anything. I'm going to get a lot of comments about it. But yeah, today we are talking about Pokemon Home. So Pokemon Home is something that people are basically just waiting for. All we know about it so far is that it's going to have a release date of early 2020. Well, yesterday we did get the Nintendo of Europe tweeting this out, where it basically says, spot the difference, discover familiar favorites in Galarian forms in hashtag Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So as you can see from this very, very short clip, we have a normal Zigzagoon and the Galarian Zigzagoon, and then we have the normal Ponyta and the Galarian Ponyta. The thing about this is though, it's it's obviously Pokemon Camp, and as we all know, Ponyta and Zigzagoon, the normal forms, you can't get in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So how would they have placed those in there? Well, a lot of people now believe that this is because of Pokemon Home. A lot of people believe that this is going to be an announcement for Pokemon Home, and these Pokemon are going to be available to transfer into the new games. However, though, I don't think these Pokemon have been coded into the games. That's the only thing I don't really understand, because if you aren't aware, of course, the Pokédex size for Sword and Shield is 401, I do believe, with including Mew. But there's an extra 35 odd Pokemon that have also been coded into the game that are just not available yet to obtain, such as the Meltan line and Mewtwo and stuff like that. But Ponyta and Zigzagoon are Pokemon that have not been coded in. But however, there could be an update for the game where these Pokemon do eventually get put into Pokemon Sword and Shield. And maybe it's just going to be a way that Pokemon Home can be announced through that, through sending over the old forms into the new games. So yeah, this was a tweet that sparked a lot of talk, a lot of ideas that Pokemon Home could definitely be on the horizon. Like I say, they have announced that it will be early 2020. I've said this whole time that I do believe it's going to be January or February where Pokemon Home is announced. So we're not far away from that. You know, it's the 19th of December. It's 19th of December. Jesus Christ, 6 days until Christmas. It's 19th of December today. So yeah, we're very, very close to early 2020. So it's about time we do get some sort of announcement for the new Pokemon Home, which is, of course, very, very anticipated. So I want to go over a few articles that basically talk about what Pokemon Home is, and also something that talks more in depth about this little clip that we got, because it's only like 5 seconds long, if that. So the first article that I want to be taking a look at is by Destructoid. I will link this in the description down below as always, and it basically is titled, "With Nintendo teasing old Pokemon forms, a Pokemon Home announcement could be coming soon." So it says, Nani. With a cheeky spot the difference tweet, Nintendo of Europe has reminded us that other forms of Pokemon exist, not just the ones embedded in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield at launch. While it's likely that Nintendo and Game Freak will hold events for various forms they have already for Gigantamax, there's always the expectation that we'll be able to transfer creatures from Pokemon Let's Go into Sword and Shield at some point. Zigzagoon and Ponyta are teased in the below clip. It says, these transfers will come by the way of Pokemon Home, an app that still doesn't have a release date or even a window, which is wrong. The window is early 2020. I don't think this person did that much research. It says, now said app won't fix the mass exodus of the national Pokedex, as you won't be able to bring non-supported creatures in, but it is something at least, and a potential link to the future. And again, this is just the tweet down here and then some pictures. So that's all this article says. Again, there's not really much you can talk about with just a 5-second clip. So yeah, they've done pretty well to write a whole article about it. But yeah, this person's basically just saying that it's just a way of Pokemon Home being announced. But this is what Pokemon Home basically is. This is from Games Radar. I'll link this in the description down below. It says, Pokemon Home, everything we know so far about the upcoming Pokemon storage app. So a lot of people don't actually know what Pokemon Home is. So this is going to be a very, very well read. I've already read this article. This basically has everything you need to know about it. It says, Pokemon Home is a cloud-based Pokemon storage app revealed by Game Freak at 2019's Pokemon press conference. The software allows trainers to transfer their hard-caught Pokemon from their Switch 3DS, or mobile device and trade with other trainers locally and online around the world. So Pokemon Home isn't just like Pokemon Bank where you just put your Pokemon in there and that's it. You can trade with them. I think you can maybe battle with them. There's loads of like mini games and little things you can do in there. They did say there's going to be a lot of stuff to do in Pokemon Home. It's not just a storage system by any means. So with Pokemon Sword and Shield releasing this Friday, so this was obviously wrote a while ago, you're sure to add a ton of new Pokemon to your Pokedex that you'd rather not lose when the next game in the series inevitably releases. Pokemon Home is an evolution of the current storage system, Pokemon Bank, that allows you to store Pokemon from the 3DS games, the mobile Pokemon Go, and the new Switch games. Here's everything we know so far about Pokemon Home, including its release date, where it can be downloaded, what games are compatible, and more as information is revealed. So how it'll work. Similar in theory to Pokemon Bank, which only accepts Pokemon from 3DS games, Pokemon Home is a storage app for your Pokemon that lets you save Pokemon from Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Bank. It also differs from Pokemon Bank in that you can trade and interact with other players through both local and online communications. So it's not just local, it's online too. So it's a much better app than Pokemon Bank, basically. The only thing, I'm not sure if they talk about it later on. I just quickly skimmed through it. But the thing about Pokemon Home is you're only allowed to trade from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. You can trade into Pokemon Home with Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Bank. But once they're in Pokemon Home from those games, you cannot trade back into them. So let's say you're in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and I wanted to trade my Ponyta into Pokemon Home, and then I wanted to trade, and I was like, oh no, I made a mistake, I want to put it back in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You can't do that. So you can only trade from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Sword and Shield. But the only Pokemon you can trade into the new games is the ones that are available in the Pokedex. So let's say you can't really transfer a Shinx into Pokemon Sword and Shield because it's not available in the Galarian Pokedex. So that will have to just stay in Pokemon Home. So if you do send that over from Pokemon Bank or Pokemon Go, it will be stuck in Pokemon Home until a game comes out on the Nintendo Switch, which allows Shinx to be in those games. So that's the only kind of problem with Pokemon at the moment. So you kind of have to make sure you want that Pokemon to be in Home. It makes sense to put it in Home anyway because it's the next step forward for Pokemon. All the new games are going to be interactable with Pokemon Home, so it kind of makes sense to put everything in there. But of course, you don't want to put your best Pokemon in there from the previous games if you're still playing those. Then it goes on to say, according to a graphic made by Game Freak, to demonstrate the way transferring works with Pokemon Home, the new cloud-based service will allow transfers from Pokemon Bank, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Pokemon Go. However, Pokemon stored in Pokemon Home can only be transferred to Pokemon Sword and Shield for obvious reasons. Yeah, so that's basically just what I just said. Then it says, it was revealed in E3 2019 that while Pokemon from different games can be transferred into Pokemon Sword and Shield from Pokemon Home, the selection of transferable Pokemon is limited to those included. Yep, just explained that. I don't think I need to read any more of the article. I think I just explained it all. When it's coming out. All we know on this front is what was revealed during the Pokemon press conference, which is that Pokemon Home is coming early 2020. That gives you some time between Pokemon Sword and Shield November the 15th release to catch as many Pokemon as you can store in Pokemon Home for future releases, where you can download it. If Pokemon Bank is any indication, you better download Pokemon Home right from your device of choice, whether that's a Switch, 3DS, or mobile device from the Nintendo eShop. You can also download Pokemon Bank from your Nintendo account on the PC, and we're expecting the same to apply with Pokemon Home. I don't know if you'll be able to download Pokemon Home on the 3DS or anything. I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think it's just going to be something that can connect to on the Switch. I think it's only going to be available on the Switch. Then it says how much it will cost. It hasn't been officially revealed how much Pokemon Home will cost, or even if it will cost anything at all. I don't think, okay, Pokemon Bank costs like $5 a year, which obviously is nothing. But for some reason, I feel like maybe Pokemon Home won't cost anything. Now I'm just saying this isn't true at all. I'm just saying maybe, because obviously we're now paying for Nintendo Online, which is $20 a year. And maybe they'll be like, okay, we'll give Pokemon Home for free now because it's only $5 a year, but now they're paying $20 for Nintendo Online, which was never a thing before. Online was always free for Nintendo consoles. Maybe now we're actually paying a subscription service to Nintendo. Maybe they'll give us Pokemon Home for free. Again, no confirmation on that. That's just something I thought might be the case. Maybe if they're feeling generous. But then it says, but it wouldn't be so quick to assume Pokemon Home will cost the same, considering Switch Online comes with its own... dude, I keep literally talking about stuff, and then it's just explained in the article. I'm just going to read the article. Considering Switch Online comes with its own and substantially priced subscription cost, there's a good chance Nintendo will simply bundle in Pokemon Home with a Switch Online subscription, though if that's the case, players who access the service through a mobile device or 3DS will likely have to pay a separate subscription fee. what games it's compatible with. Pokemon Home will be compatible with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Go, and every compatible with Pokemon Bank. These games includes Takes Breath, you know, all basically the old games. So everything that's compatible with Pokemon Bank, he's going to be compatible with. Well, it's not really, so you can't really be like Black and White isn't compatible with Pokemon Home. Pokemon Black and White is compatible with Pokemon Bank, which is then compatible with Pokemon Home. So it's just kind of like steps that you have to take. And it says, just remember, Pokemon Sword and Shield are the only games that Pokemon Home will be able to transfer Pokemon into, and you will only be able to transfer Pokemon into Sword and Shield that are already a part of Sword and Shield's Pokedex. So that's pretty much everything for today's video that I wanted to talk about. Pokemon Home is very exciting. It's definitely something that we've needed for a long time, and I'm very, very happy that it's on the horizon. But yes, this tweet could definitely be a potential little tease about Pokemon Home coming very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't made a news video in a while, to be fair. There's a couple of Diamond and Pearl things that I do want to talk about too, which I'll get onto in the next few days. But for today's video, that's everything from me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, leave a comment. What are your thoughts on Pokemon Home now? Do you think this has anything to do with Pokemon Home, this little video, or do you think it's just teasing the Galarian forms or whatever? And of course, subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this here channel. Sorry again for the Christmas decorations. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. See you all later in the stream, and until next time, peace.